Oh, hi there. It's Tuesday and it is pouring rain outside, and I'm still not feeling 100% in terms of like feeling wellness. Uh, but I'm here to stream some shogi, hoping that maybe playing some games and chatting about shogi will help out a bit, and that's going to be it. So I'm just going to hang out on Lee Shogi. I'm going to probably play some faster games, not some long, drawn out games that will be sort of super mentally taxing. I'm just going to play some and see how it goes. And, maybe we'll get some discussion going. At the same time, I'm going to be keeping an eye out on our window, which does seem like finally, after just nonstop rain, it might be the water is starting to seep in above the windowsill, which is a big disappointment because this is now like the third or fourth time we've tried to have someone come out and fix it, but we'll see. We'll see. Hey, Benjamin Jewett. Hey, Tulip. Nice to see you both. So we will see. We will see. This person is looking for a 10-second. Okay, it's gone. And I guess I'll offer. Well, here's a 0 plus 5. Let's try this. Let's try this. YouTube chat is already broken? No, I see it working. Hey, Flying Parrots. Good to see you. It's weird that it didn't see the yellow, though. I wonder why it didn't get yellow. Oh, you had your first WSL game. Oh, no, you lost. Uh-oh. So let's check out WSL. I closed my... So for the past year, I've mostly had the WSL tab open just so I can flip to it on stream really quickly. But as the season ended, I took it down. So let's get back here. Let's bring it back up for 2026. And actually, before we do that, let me check on this tournament, see if anyone has applied. No one has applied, so we still have just 11 players. 12, but I will not be playing. I'll be commentating with Benjamin Jewett. But anyway, so here's WSL. Recent games. So this is the first. What am I trying to say? This is the first month of WSL. Before I get into that, let's look at this. I see Z-Kid is going to be playing here. When is this? This is February 21st, which is, I believe, this weekend. And Z-Kid is in the A team. So Z-Kid, Nicholas, Komodo, they're very good. What else is going on? That means Spinal Tap is not playing. That's interesting. I wonder why. Is Spinal Tap on the other team? Or is there only one? No, there are only two teams in the US this year. Yeah, so Foradun's team is still out here. It's good to see Time Zombie still playing. I was not expecting to see Time Zombie playing. So this team is facing a major loss, which is Z-Kid. And I see that Turtwig's team is not playing this year. So I'm not sure what happened. We only have two U.S. teams. It seemed like it was slowing down for the U.S., where people weren't caring as much. Hey, Chose, nice to see you. It's early for you. Boy, I would not expect to see you here this early. Ghost 1 is playing. Anyway, so let's look at... let's find the recent games. So a lot of games. Okay, Tulips is not showing up yet. Tulips is not showing up yet. Let's see. Is Tulip on this team? Nope. I mean, how many Australia teams are there now? Are there 3 or is it just 2? This is showing up on stream. So there's Australia 1. There is... Australia 2. There's Australia 3. There's a New Zealand. Goodness. Goodness. Anyway. Australia 2. Is Tulip on Australia 3? That wouldn't make sense. Okay. Oh, so that other one that we looked at was not Australia 1. Okay, so here's Australia 1. And oh, you played Clawmac. I would never have guessed you lose to Clawmac. Because you're both Nakabisha players, and you know, you've been leveling up over the past year. I don't know how much Clawmac has been playing. Clawmac is Natasha Regan, a chess player, and I believe an international master in chess. Is Natasha Regan international master? Or a national master? A sort of famously great board game player and game thinker. All right, so that is Division C. Who else is in Division C? I mean, we've got United States 3. I'm just gonna say this so that Foradun can help prove me wrong later. But boy, this is gonna be one of the teams that demotes this year. They're probably the favorite to demote in this bracket. So I'm just saying that to just light the fire under them. Oh, this first game, Malaysia, Benjamin Shuat at board 2. Oh, goodness gracious. All right, so who are the favorites? Let's look at this Division C. Let's look at Division C and think about the favorites. Oh, you misevaluated a few key positions, but then they played very well, so it was fun. Nice. Hey, Capybara. Fukuma exam bummed you out. I'm expecting her to make a change to Urashino Ryu. You know, I think that's the only way she's going to be able to pull this thing out. Make the unexpected change. Everyone expects that Central Rook to be coming out. Bust out Urashino Ryu and, you know, show them what a will really is. I think that's the quote from Usual Suspects. Like I said before, it's very hard for me to care about this pro exam. The games are so far spread out. The games are so far spread out. The format is so unsatisfying and and to me it's unfair. And then the next game is like I think the next game happens at some point in 2028. Like, it's so far in the future. It's like I can't possibly care about it. So anyway, let's look at Division C. Let's break down Division C here. Hey, Ghost1, good to see you. Let's break down. Ghost1 came in, so this is the perfect time. We've got Tulip, we got Ghost1. So let's look at the favorites here. The favorites. We've already said, and you know, I've already said that I think United States 3 with the loss of Z-Kid is a favorite to demote this year. They're probably one of the lower level teams. But let's look. This seems like a good team. The France 3. ET, a bunch of players. All or most at the 2+ Dan level, I think. So ET Party is 1 Dan. So maybe I'm wrong. I immediately misspoke. Abigail, I think, is at least 1 Dan. Probably 2. Okay, 1 Dan. Max of 2 Dan. Darumagama, I don't know who this is. This is a Shodan, max of 2 Dan. Or no, max of 2 Dan. So this is a team of Shodans who were formerly 2 Dans. This is a 1Q who is formerly 2 Dan. Okay, so we know the level there. So They are, I'm going to say that they're probably around the same level as United States 3. You think what? No, 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 no. You say in Division C, you think Guatemala will demote? Well, we're going to get to them next after Mexico won. Guatemala is in my favorites to promote. Gust 1 here's Division C and enters. Okay, so here's Mexico 1. This is Gerard UV. This has Dan123. This has Little Mage. This team right now is the favorite to promote. This right now. So I'm gonna make my list. I'm gonna start ranking how I perceive these teams in Division C. Let's make a new one here. Division C. Okay, so I don't have a way to show this sticky note. Let's see if I have a scene that will pop this up. All right, well, let me do this right now. So right now, Division C, Mexico 1 is in the lead. United States 3, France 3, and so I'm writing this. I'll switch to the scene now. So this is just my lead shogi scene. I'm just gonna bring this up so I can show these. I'm making predictions. I'm making predictions. Can I bold with B? And then there we go. Division C predictions. Okay. I don't need to see more of that. Guatemala 1. Oops. So we've got Guatemala 1 here. And they are going to be, I'm going to put them above France. So right now, they are here. I'm getting a bunch of messages. Hold on. Okay, so there is that. Good day, Emperor Rex. And yeah, my son is just sending me some stuff. It's getting to be tax season here in the United States, so I'm getting all that stuff ready. Okay, so here is my prediction here. This is my current predictions. Let's back up. Let's look at Australia 1. And we have Archon, we have Tulip. Are these ordered by level? Are these ordered by current rating? No, they are not. But this is a Shodan who's formerly 2 Dan. We have Tulip who's a 3 Dan right now. This is one of those scary players where you just don't know. You don't know what they're going to be. Tulip in here. Unless Tulip has demoted from 3 Dan, still 3 Dan. On the cusp, I think, of demotion right now, I think. Maybe that half point is going to give another one more. I don't know who this is. This is all new to me. But it's a 2Q or a 3Q. And M. Gearing is a person who I think plays a lot. Okay, 2 Dan. All right. I'm going to put Australia. Your survey says. Bam. This is Australia 1. Here's where I'm going. Hey, BMD Ayaka, nice to see you. The players that are currently playing is only the ones in the table in the center. Ah, I see. Capybara is saying that the small roster of Guatemala 1 is a big disadvantage. If anything goes wrong, they're on the edge of elimination. Well, nothing has ever gone wrong so far, I think. Additionally, the only reason Guatemala wasn't relegated last year was because other teams were that much worse. I believe in this team because I know that this team is working hard on their game. I believe that this team's players are working on their game. That's also, you've also got to look at the upside. There seem to be in WSL, there are a number of players who play just to play WSL and are not really training that hard. My impression is that the Guatemala team is they are each training. That's my take. That's what goes into my handicapping of this. Okay, so who else do we have? So next is Slovakia 2. Ooh, boy. Okay. They also only have 3, so I think this could be tough. But this is a very strong team. This has I'm trying to get this up. So this has four Dan, Urashino Ryu lover EP player who is the ISF representative for Slovakia, and most importantly, best known in his life as being interviewed on the Shogi in the West podcast. And so we know he is very good. This is his dad, who is also very good. I believe this 1Q, but has been in the 1 Dan level. I've played him a couple times, and it feels like a solid Shodan level player. I don't know how much he's training. I believe he is training. So the key now is, who is this other guy? Don't know. I don't know anything about don't know. This is a 1Q who has been as high as 2 Dan. So, survey says... survey says... I'm putting them up. It's not don't know. It's I don't think... So I don't think they are going to compete with Mexico for... they're going to compete, but I don't think they are going to finish first. I think they are going to have a month where they miss a player, or they just have an off week. I think they may be a little bit too dependent on EP player. Yep. He's also very strong in chess. Yep. All right, so there's my prediction there. So the two right now that I am thinking, right now at the just past the halfway point in looking at these teams, my 2 to promote are Mexico and Slovakia. My 2 to demote are United States and France. Let's keep going. Oops. Who is next? Malaysia. Ooh. Oh, this is a big team. This is a big team full of strong players. So the Ninja is playing first board this week. I don't know if that means... Okay, I was going to say, I don't know if that means he's good, or if they're saving Benjamin Schuett by putting him in at the second board. But nope, he's good. So we have a 4 Dan here, max of 5 Dan. We have Benjamin Schuett, who I believe is 3 Dan, but max of 5 Dan. And the ISF rep for Malaysia. And most importantly, was interviewed on the Shogi in the West podcast. Maybe, I think probably the most popular interview on the podcast is the one with Benjamin Schuett. And he's going to be commentating the tournament this Thursday. So for all those reasons, it's great. So Goldie 64, I believe this is a 2 Dan. It's a 3 Dan. This is a 3 Dan now. All right, boy, this is tough. Crown, no. I don't know how much this person plays, but it's a 2 Dan, closing in on a 3 Dan. The peak of closing in on a 3 Dan. GN, I don't think plays Shogi anymore, but is probably just sort of on the team for fun, so I won't even consider that. But all right, that puts them at the top. So they are now my prediction they're now my prediction for winning this division. Let's go into the next one. We've already looked at United States 3. So here's Canada. This is a big team. Yikes. This is a very big team. Is this list ordered by rating? Gust 1 has gained 100 points only in January and February, so training is working. Nice, nice. Yeah, I think you're 2-dan now on 81 Dojo. I think I noticed. MIH. I don't know much about this person, but it's a 2-dan. Snowpiercer is a Shodan 2-dan level player. Very strong. Currently 2-dan. Peak of 3-dan. I've played him over the board. Sasha Breton is a strong player. I think 2-dan usually. Yeah, 2-dan. Perennial 2-dan. Riddle Ben, I don't know much about. This is a 4Q. So who is playing in their... we'll take a look. I think this goes down in terms of rating. So this is now a 5Q. So who's playing... Who's like? Do they have all their sort of big players playing? Riddle. Okay. So no. All right. So they don't have like this month. They don't have anyone who's Shodan level playing, and they're playing Slovakia. So I'm gonna have to throw them way down. I don't. This is an unknown. This team is an unknown. They've got some very strong players, but it looks like they have some scheduling issues. So I'm going to put them at the bottom. I'm going to put them at the bottom. This is not a strong start, and they're going up against Malaysia first. Great Britain 2. Ooh. Clawmac, who I believe International Master Natasha Regan, I believe. GMMS is Grandmaster Matthew Sadler, who is like a 3 or 4 dan level Shogi player, but I don't see him playing all that much. I'm not sure if he plays as much these days. Duringo Blade, I don't know who this is, but I've seen the name. He's Shodan, Max of Shodan. Who else? Pot Noodle Chef is Shodan, Max of Shodan. All right. Let's get them in there. This is Great Britain 2. Let's get them in the list. Despite the fact that they're leading Australia 1 right now. Oh, it's going to be tough. I'm going to put them below Australia 1, even if they lose, even if they win this week. I don't think we're going to have many weeks where Tulip is going to lose. Hey, Broken pH Meter. Koshiro, great to see you. Pot Noodle Chef is one of the first Western Urshino players. Really? Oh, is it that person who made some videos a long time ago? Like 3 or 4 or more years ago? There's like a YouTube video that has like an engaging thumbnail that seemed to get a lot of traffic. Okay, it is. All right. Yes. So that said, I'm still going to put them below Australia 1. Brazil 2 coming up here. Oh, this is a good team as well. This is a good team. Kamboya I've seen, I don't know how... He's now 3-dan. Tithias I've seen online. I don't know much about this person, but 3-dan. And Berserk is a strong player. I think 2-dan these days. 2-dan. And then then our friends of the channel, Brucing 33, who is Olive Mycon, Shodan, Peak of Shodan, and then everybody knows Tokyo Peach, who is also a Shodan on 81 Dojo. And so this is a good team. This is a solid and consistent team. Right now, I'm debating above Guatemala 1 or below Guatemala 1. Actually, let's look at this list again. Let's look at this list again. These top three are both 3-dans. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I don't think it's that. So I'm oops. I'm gonna put them here. Brazil 2. So I'm expecting them. I think Mexico 1 is just a little too strong. Let me just read. We've got so there's Dan 1, 2, 3, 4 and Little Mage. These are both 2 to 3 plus Dan level players. Dan 1, 2, 3, 4 might be 4-dan these days, or has Dan 1, 2, 3, 4 ever hit 4-dan? This is the Group B ISF champion. Yeah, so he's hit. I think this is 3-dan still. This max. I don't know anything about Incursor, but it must be a 1 to 2-dan. It's a 2-dan. Yeah. All right. So I'm going to leave it as is. I'm going to leave this as is here. So right now, here's my current list. Let's see. There's one more team now. Colombia. H. Bayer, O. Denito, and Atia. So what level is Atia? Shodan. So this is another three-person team, and all the risks that are entailed there. H. Bayer is strong. Is it 3-dan or 4-dan? 3-dan max. I think this is a 4-dan. I think 2000 is 4-dan, or is it 2050? This is a tough team. This is a tough team. Then anything can happen with Denito, Shogi Harbor member. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to put them above Guatemala. I'm gonna have to do this. 1950 to 2099 is 4-dan. Oh wow. Okay, thank you. No, actually, I'm gonna have to put that there. All right, so this is my final list of predictions for Division C. I'm looking at Malaysia and Mexico 1 promoting out. I'm looking at Canada and United States 3 as demoting out. It will be interesting to see. Once Foradun is here, maybe we can get the inside scoop on what to expect. But that Z-Kid loss, they rode Z-Kid into Division C. And I think the only player that is consistently playing on this team is Foradun. Like the only player I think that's consistently playing and working on their game is Foradun. Oh, it's Capybara. That's yours. So I'm gonna put Capybara's list. So I'm gonna put Capybara in here. I'm gonna Truck Shill's predictions. Is Mexico, Malaysia, and then US 3, Guatemala 1. I believe in you, Gost 1. I believe in you. All right, so we've got this. We've got this. Let me see if I can actually. Yeah, there we go. All right, so now we can look at the actual results. Let's go with those recent games again. Is this Seigo Sato? Is Seigo S Seigo Sato? Okay, who else played? Who else that we know? Who else that we know has played? Nobody. So I want to look at this Kifu. I want to look at this one. It's been a very bad month for Nakabisha. Let's see if this ended up being a Nakabisha game. Let me change my scene. Where is my scene? Where is my scene that will show this? I guess this is the closest I'm going to get to something readable here. Clawmac is Sente. Okay, so it's not necessarily a bad day for Nakabisha because they both played Nakabisha, as I had said earlier. Let's see the castles that were made. Okay, so I was going to see who made Mino first, and Clawmac made Mino first, which is surprising to me that Mino is going to win. So what this tells me is that the Sente advantage here. This is a Sente advantage game. This is an opening that has been refuted, a fully refuted opening here, played by both players. And so Sente wins. The engine, I mean the opening has been fully refuted. And so we can forget about this. Oh gosh, Tulip went opposing Rook. Tulip blinked first. Hold on, what's going on? I didn't notice that. Wait, what? Tulip made some engine moves here. Oh no. I was gonna say switching to Nakabisha and then going straight back to opposing Rook is the engine move. Keep your expectations high on Malaysia, and we will see you in Division D. So, okay, that's good to know. That's good to know, is that Malaysia does not respond well to pressure. Let me make an asterisk. Hold on. Let me get this thing up here, and let me make an asterisk. I'll say Malaysia asterisk and make a note here. Malaysia has issues with pressure. So that's a key insight. The key insight into these Division C preparations or predictions. No. Yeah, begin the procedure. Exactly. That's so if Tulip would have gone Nakabisha and then on the very next move gone back to opposing Rook, I would have been wondering. What's going on. You know, it hurts to see two players playing literally unplayable openings. You know, Nakabisha is literally unplayable right now. Nakabisha players are in shambles. Man, if Fukuma comes out and busts out Urshin or Ryu, then I'll start caring about that pro exam. All right. Anyway, okay. So this was good. All right. So we got to move on. We need to move on. We saw this. We need to go. I don't know if I want to go looking at Division A, because what is going on here? I'm just trying to get back. Division A, Brazil 1 really let me down last year. You know, I was cheering hard. I was cheering hard for my team, and they just let me down. They stopped showing up. Brazil 1 just flat out stopped showing up. I don't know if they were making a statement or it felt like they were making a statement because they just stopped coming to their games. Who the heck is Matt? Who is Matt? Oh, wait. Someone explain to me what is the difference between squad and this list? Is squad is what? Is the people available for this month or the people available forever? What is this icon? Oh, okay. I was about to say, this is Koshiro's, 81 Dojo icon. How did it switch that? Ghost 1, available for the entire tournament? So why would they even list this person? Why is this person even on this list? If this person cannot play any games, why are they on this list? It's just old players that are not cleared off. Weird. So strange. I don't think this Matt player was on the team last year. They don't even have an 81 Dojo account. What's going on? Koshiro, please, what's going on? Is this a fake? What is this? This person doesn't even play on 81 Dojo. Who is Matt? This is their mascot. This is the mascot of Brazil 1. He brought them luck. Maybe he brought them luck in 2024 when Brazil won the whole thing. So they need the mascot back. Weird. Okay, Koshiro is putting the line in the sand. Koshiro is going to be serious. I swear last year Matt was not on the list. So this is Matt, the Shogi mascot. All right, so Brazil 1 has a mascot and has very strong players. It's a mascot. Yes, it's the mascot. Oh boy. Okay, so let's get a new sticky up here. Let's get a new sticky up here. I'm going to copy this out. I'm going to paste it into a new one. I'm going to change the teams. I'm going to put Division A predictions, and I'm going to switch the scene. Okay, so actually, let's do this. And here we are. So this is right now. This is right now what I'm looking at. So Division A. Japan 1. I have no idea. I don't think they take this seriously. I don't know if they intentionally lose sometimes. I don't know what's going on. So the Japan team for me just goes in the middle. They just go in the middle for me because I don't know what the deal is with that team. This is not the one I wanted. Takashima-san is playing nonstop at 81 Dojo. And, yeah, I saw, but losing rating. So is Takashima-san improving? Like, is Takashima-san just playing a bunch of underrated Shogi Club 24 players? Yeah, there has definitely been some... There's definitely been... I have noticed in those Dan ranks, there has been what appears to be some rank deflation since the Shogi Club 24 migration. So it seems like people who play the Shogi Club 24 people start demoting. But I don't know. I'm just gonna check my window again. 1 second. Yeah, we've got that. Despite it being fixed, the water is coming in. I heard a drip, and now I see it dripping. We cannot get this window fixed. So let's look here. So all right, Division A. So I have 2 on here. Singapore 1. Ooh, this is a tough team. I don't know if Singapore 1 shows up every month, though. So that seems to be an open question. Umbreon, we all know, is great, but I don't think Umbreon always plays. Like last year, I don't know how often Umbreon played. Oh, and also, look at this. Look at this. Singapore 1, he's not playing this month. So right there, I'm being sort of proven right. So their top 2 players are not playing, and their second player is 5-Dan. I mean, this is a godlike team. What is Torum? What is this level? I wish this was easier to get their levels here. So this is just it's hard to take this rating seriously because there aren't enough games. So I don't know if this is actually a 4-Dan level player or if there's something else going on. Bukitima is a 3-Dan. Justice is a 2-Dan. All right. So I have enough information, I think, to make a prediction. And I am going to predict that they are going to be one level below Japan 1. I don't think their top players are going to play enough. I don't think they're going to play enough. And I'll make a note. The top player scheduling is unclear, uncertain. All right, moving on. France 1. Okay, so I don't know any of these players. Gunjin, I think France won last year. France number 1 last year was a very strong team in contention. So this player is 4-Dan. I don't think I've ever seen this person's name before. This person loves studying shogi much more than playing. Okay, so that tells me that they're not going to do so well. They don't have that WSL spirit. But let's see who else is on the team. Victor C. This is a 3-Dan. We have Carnivorace, or I don't know how to pronounce this. This is a 2-Dan, max of 3-Dan. And Shogiban is 2-Dan. I'm going to have to put them below. What just happened? I'm going to have to put them below. I'm going to have to put them below Singapore 1. This is potentially this. I know so little about this that I am potentially making a fool of myself with this one. Ukraine 2. I don't know these players either. I don't know these players either. So I'm just going by Yloigh at this point. So this is a 4-Dan. This is a 2-dan. Max of 3-dan. Oops, I already opened that. Nikolai 1985. It's a Shodan. All right. So I am going to put them below France 1. Ah, SKTZ has beaten you in the 2023 WSL. Interesting. Interesting. All right. My rating remains Australia. Or Austria. Australia. Oh, okay. This team already I know is strong. This team already is strong. Let's just take a look at their third player. This is 2-dan, high of 3-dan. And Jonathan 3 is Shodan, high of 2-dan. So let's see who is playing. Okay, so it is their top 3 are playing. I am going to put them I'm going to stick them up here. I think they usually have good showings. Hey, Fortune, nice to see you. I think they usually have good showings, so I'm going to start predicting them here. Fortune is going to have to comment on my Division C predictions. We need insight. We need insight. Yeah, I was writing the eulogy for United States 3. That loss of Z-Kid is devastating. Okay, so we have this. Brazil 1, we've already seen. Brazil 4, very strong team. Very strong team. I don't think Capivara do Brazil is going to be playing. And Led Zeppelin, I don't know how much Led Zeppelin has been playing lately. So that's the problem. Angelito is a bit inconsistent. I don't know how much Spassky or Led Zeppelin are playing. I know that Capivara do Brazil is not playing that much these days, and he's not playing in this first round. So this is, I think this team's inconsistency, ratings-wise and player strength-wise, I think they are at least in the middle. All the intangibles tell me they are slightly below the middle. All the other stuff. And slightly below the middle right now is going to be here. Look at Foradun. Look at Foradun trying to play it off. Foradun's like cheering for Z-Kid. Meanwhile, the tear is just forming in his eye and just sort of slowly running down the cheek. I respect that. I respect that. You gotta put that happy, supportive face out there. But I know your heart is broken. And you're crying. You're smiling through the tears. All right, Germany won. This is a good team. I don't know how consistently they play, but I'm gonna put them. I don't know who this player is. Who is Siba Inu? Okay, this is a 2Q. So are we getting a ringer? Is Siba Inu a ringer? Or do they, I think in the past they've had situations where they do not have their entire squad. Funa is very strong, right? Yeah. Yeah. So this is a really good team. Some very strong players. I'm going to put them down here. it feels to me like so much of this is basically who plays. You know, who is going to play most consistently every week? Seems to be a huge component of this. Peru won. The only name that I know of these is this Leo Akatsuki. So I don't know who Dice 79 is. I assume born in 1979. So this is a 3-dan. 3-dan. This is a 3-dan. Peaked near 4-dan. Leo Akatsuki is, I thought a 4-dan, but it peaked at 4-dan. Okay, so currently 3-dan. This is a really good team. Haramusa, 3Q. This is concerning, and that means that this player is below 3Q. So either they are ringers, or something else is up. I don't know. Put them at the bottom, near the bottom. France 2. Who do they have playing? They have Olivier P, Kenayu, and this other, never know how to pronounce that, but I see that player playing a lot. This is a 5-dan. They won in 2020. I don't know who was on that team, but he was on that team, I guess. Olivier P. 4-dan. Yeah, this is a strong team. This is a very strong team. And I think they show up. So that's the thing, is I think this is a team full of strong players, and I think they show up every month, which makes me put them up here. They are now in the number 2 spot. They are, as far as I'm concerned, they are now in the number 2 spot. Hey, Vexel Cafe, good to see you. France 2 is strong. You think France 2 is stronger than 1? Yeah, it's yeah. And so I think they're strong, and they show up, which is, a crucial part of WSL. United States 1. Yeah, Z-Kid, Nicholas, Socrates, Komodo is Larry Kaufman. Spinal Tap Chess is not playing this year, which is somewhat unfortunate. But I'm gonna have to put them States 1. I'm gonna have to put them up there. Z-Kid, I think Z-Kid alone is I think Z-Kid makes time for this. And oh boy, no, this is tough. No. I gotta lower this. I've got to lower this. I've got to lower that. I don't think Nicholas, and if this is who I think it is, I don't think he can compete as well with some of the other players. And I don't know who Socrates is. Komodo, is Larry Kaufman, but I don't know how available he is, and I don't know how much he cares about playing online. So I think that's a tough situation. I think he cares, but I don't know how much time he's spending on Shogi these days. So that's a bit of a wild card for me, and I'm going to put them below France 2. That might be a tough call. Taiwan is very strong, extremely strong. Cliff Vine, of course, everyone knows Cliff Vine. This is a 4-dan high of, I believe that's a high of 5-dan. Everyone knows Cliff Vine. I don't know anything about Light to Die, but it's a 5-dan player that, you know, who I've seen. I don't know anything about this person. And X Potato. I think they usually, I was going to say, I think they usually play all three, those top three always play. Maybe they're not. I don't know. So anyway, Light to Die is not playing. What is the level of these players? 4-dan. All right. I think this is Taiwan's year. I think this is my final. So my predictions for well, there's no promotion out of Division A. My prediction here is Brazil. Of course, yeah, I'm a fanboy. I'm biased, so I'm always going to put Brazil in here, and then Taiwan. For demotion, I am very unclear on this whole Division A, but I'll put Peru 1 and Brazil 4 as their. There's just so many open questions about the Group A with scheduling. Yes, I put Singapore low because I don't know if they regularly show up. Like, it seemed in the past that they don't always show up, or, you know, they have volatility in who they play each month, from what I recall in the past, and this first month is sort of made my point as well. So, like, this first month they don't have their top players playing. They don't have their top players playing, and they're going against a very strong team. But that is why I have the asterisk next to Singapore 1. Because their top player scheduling is uncertain to me. This is going to be an interesting year. Going to be a very interesting year. So that's my A. That's my Division A. Should we go into Division B? See, I don't know enough about a lot of these teams. Looks like Seigo Sato is playing. They're in Division B. I finished Division, so I have only done Division A and Division C. So let's a recap for Foradun is Division C. Here were my predictions. Oops. My predictions for rank up are Malaysia and Mexico 1. My predictions for demotion are United States 3 and Canada. The truck Castle Schiller, his predictions are Mexico and Malaysia to rank up, and United States 3 and Guatemala to rank down. I think the loss of Z-Kid has been catastrophic to the United States 3 team, and it appears to me that the United States team, you are the only active player, or the only person who is sort of actively playing a lot and trying to improve, which I think is a concern. But we'll see. This is the light of fire. So this is also trying to light a fire under United States 3. Get that competitive juice going. Get that chip on the shoulder. You know, American teams throughout history have performed well when they've had a chip on the shoulder and people telling them that it was impossible for them to win. So, you know, I'm setting the stage for United States 3 to come out and just win Division C outright. I'm setting the stage. Benjamin Schuett, I agree. It's difficult for Brazil 1 because of the lack of players, but they have won this event in the past. They have won. You know, they have won the event, and I think they get people showing up. All three of them are very serious. It seems to be very serious about WSL. You know, last year was a letdown, but I'm not going to let that impact. You know, if next year they have a month or two, if this year Brazil 1 has a month or two where they don't all show up, then in 2027, I think in 2027, you know, their place is going to drop. But they need to show me 2 years of inconsistency for me to drop them. But we will see. We will see. I need to take before we get to Division B, I need to take a bio break and refill this tea. My hands are so cold. So let's get back. I will switch the scene and I will be right back. All right. Come over here. Let's make a Division B. Let's make a Division B sticky here. Sorry for my primitive methods. So the Japan 3 here. This has Seigo Sato, who I believe is 3 Dan on 81 Dojo. This is their highest rated player. Capybara, you say that you're interested in the clash between two Polands in Division B. Yeah, the Polish teams are good. One is filled with accomplished mainstays with higher overall level. The other has probably the strongest Polish player since Karolina, and he's progressing at a terrifying pace. But others have been shaky in the recent OTB tournaments. Ah. Oh, all right, Broken PH Meter. Great. Let's add you. I'll reload this tournament page, and there you are. Boom. You are approved, and we now have 12 players plus me. Awesome. Okay, so here's this. What is their spread? So Rodriguez 4. I've seen this name before. I think he's 2 to 3 down. Okay, he's two down is I think what I must have seen him. So I remember his WSL game from last year. Interesting. But they have these other players, but so we don't know who they're going to field. You know, the Japan teams are always sort of a wild card because I don't know if they take it so seriously. And they just sort of match up randomly, it seems like sometimes. So I don't know, but I'll leave them there. I'll expect them to be sort of in the upper middle part. Your goal is not to lose in under 60 moves. That's a good goal. One of the things that I try to do when I play a stronger player, I used to say this more often, and I used to think this more often than I do these days. But I wanted to get the game to move 100. So if I was playing like the 2024 US Shogi Champ in an over-the-board game or online or whatever, my goal was make it to move 100, which means 50 moves for me, 50 moves for him. You're quite ill. You hope to get well before Thursday. Yeah, I'm under the weather as well right now. And yeah. I don't know. So I don't know Broken Peach Meter. I don't get that sense, but I don't know. Vietnam. This is a strong player here. So they only have one team. So this is a 3-dan. This is a Shogi Harbor member. I don't know Oshiro who this is or Zero Shiro. This is a 2/3 dan level player. And Tachitan, I don't know how deep this team is. You know, 2 dan, and then Maru, who is playing this month, is a Shodan max of 2 dan. So it seems pretty consistent. It seems pretty consistent. I don't know if that level is good enough to win a Division B, but I'm going to put them at the top at the moment, you know, with 2 teams. Vietnam. WSL 1, so this is Russia. I think they usually do pretty well. They only have 3 players, though. So Barcelona 15. I don't know if this rings much of a bell, but like this is a 4-dan player. That's awfully impressive. Uhaif Legacy. This is a 2-dan. And then I think their third player is also a 2. I think Grisha is a Shodan who has been as high as 2-dan, I think. Shodan. Okay, it's a Shodan been as high as Shodan. So this is, but I don't know how often they play. Like, does he play anything but WSL? I don't think so. So this is one of those players I think that just does WSL. You could see it's every month is his games basically. So the true rating may be above that. I'm gonna put them as I'm gonna put them right below Vietnam. And I'm gonna make the political statement. Japan has the same problem as the US Olympic basketball team. Hey, Lorenzo Coco. Germany 2. Good team. This is a good team. Fukusuki is good. Berlin Ricci, I believe, is very strong. Did they win last year? Do we have a way to look at last year's Do we have a way to look at last year's results? $20.25. France 1, Brazil 4, Germany 2. And I think Germany 2 is probably the same. Yeah. All right. Let's keep this here. Let's actually, we need to go back to... No, I don't want... how do I go back? How do I clear that filter? Oh, 2020, sorry, you have to clear here. Okay. Divisions. B. How did I do this? Wait, what's going on here? What's going on? How do I get that view that I had? Teams? Okay. So Germany 2 is going top half for me. Oops, not Division A. Although it's not... Okay, now Poland 1 and Poland 3 coming up hot. Strong Sazdic is very strong. So Zakerman, I don't know how to pronounce that. 3-dan, high of 4-dan. You know, I've seen this player. Sazdic, I think, is 3-dan, 4-dan level. Yep, 3-dan/4-dan. K4 mil. Who is this? Not familiar with this, but that's a 3-dan. And I've seen, you know, this is a hard username. This is a hard username to miss. But I don't know how strong they are. 2-dan. So right off the rip, they are, I think, one of my favorites. Putting that there. I'm going to leave Vietnam up top. What just happened? Okay. Poland 3 now is the team that is you say the younger players. Okay, so K4 Mill recently came back to playing Shogi, had adjustment period, but it's now getting into the rhythm. Okay. So this is the up and coming team? Is this, you say? Because all these names feel somewhat familiar, like familiar. Yeah, this player seems good. This player seems very good. I've seen them win. Ogochi seems very strong as well. 3-dan. Pagni, I've seen a lot before. Oh, so this is an older gentleman. 2-dan/3-dan. Miloš Roman. Shodan/2-dan. And who is playing? So, okay, so they are missing, in this first battle, they are missing Pagni. So, how is this? This is the 1-dan? 1-dan/2-dan. I'm going to cheat. Have they played any games yet? Have they played any games yet? They have not. Okay. I was going to use whoever is winning their first match as the one to put ahead of the other. I don't know. I do not know. So I'm just going to put it below. I'm going to put it below just because I do not know. It's Poland 3. It's not Poland 2. Poland 3 is currently ahead. Okay, well, that changes it. Okay, there we go. Ukraine 1. Ear Torpedo, strong player. Was it 3 Dan? Is it 3 or 4 Dan? 4 Dan. And seems to be quite active. Emerald MV, don't know anything about this player. Shodan, high of 3 Dan. So we have some sense of inconsistency. Artem Kolomiets, 2 Dan. All right, so who is playing? And then lighter yeah, so they've brought out their top 3 players, which is good to see. This is a Shodan. They're going at the bottom of the list right now. No, they're not. No, they're not. No, they're not. Their top board is too good. Their top board is too good. Hey, Danny Boy, first down. Nice to see you. All right. Who else do we have? We have Great Britain 1. I don't know any of these players. And it's weird because like this doesn't have Clawmac, it doesn't have anyone else. Like I don't know who these guys are. It's a 2 Dan / 3 Dan. Steve NC, I don't know who this is. This is a 2 Dan / 3 Dan. No, it's a 2 Dan. That's a 2 Dan. Snow Monkeys, I've seen this name, but it's a hard name to miss. 1Q / 3 Dan. No, it was 2 Dan. That's a 2 Dan. That's a peak of a 2 Dan. And they are bringing out their 3. They are bringing out their top 3. They're going to the bottom of my list right now, I think. Denmark. This is a team. They've got, Peter Heine, but who knows if he's going to play every month. Gemmer Zero, I think, is like a Shodan level player, a 2 Dan now. Okay, maybe it's always been this way. Maybe. Playing a lot lately, though. Playing a lot lately on at least a 5-win streak. Yeah, Torben is listed low. I don't know if that's just a ringer. I just don't know. I'm putting them at the bottom. Oops. Because I don't think they're going to have their top player playing every month. It's very hard for me to rate those teams high. Was Denmark just promoted out of Division C last year, right? Let's look at 2025. Yes. Yeah. So they just promoted out last year. So I've got them at the bottom right now. And Division B, Japan 2 is the last remaining team. This seems like a small division. Japan 2 here. They've won their first round against Japan 1. I don't know what to make. Even if I look at these things, I don't know what to make of any of these ratings. I don't know if they play a lot here. Like the 11 wins, 11 losses, 5 Don. Like, who knows? Who knows? I'm gonna put them up there, but I have no sense of the Japan teams in this. So I don't have a sense, so I'm just gonna throw it up there. I'm gonna throw it up there. And if they don't do well, it wouldn't surprise me. If they do, it wouldn't surprise me. I just don't know. Hey, NinWorld, nice to see you. Well, you say maybe they came from 24, but these teams had to have existed. So somehow this team, I don't think you can just start in Division B. So they must have, this team has been around long enough to get into Division B. So what is this? This Yuki Yuki, Fly Fly Fly. In 2025, how did they do? They were in Division C. Okay, this is a different team. It was a different team. I don't get it. I don't quite get it. Wait. So there are 2 Japan teams this year. There's Japan 2, at least, and Japan 3. Last year, they didn't? There was a Japan 1 and a Japan 3 last year. But now all of a sudden there's a Japan 2? How did they get put into Division B? Were they just placed there because of their skill? Like, is there some sort of place, like, is there some sort of selection process? I thought everyone, when you start, you come into Division E. That's interesting. This is the black box to you, Fortune. Okay, so if Fortune doesn't know, then I'm sure as heck not going to know. Hey, Jian, nice to see you. Benjamin does not sleep. He doesn't sleep. If there is shogi to be played or shogi to be talked about, he's in there. That's one thing I've learned. All right, so we've got Division A, B, and C. I don't know. Should I keep going? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I should keep going. I don't know how much value I'm adding to any of this with my predictions here. And we don't have any more United States teams to talk about. We have no more United States teams to talk about. Singapore is really bringing the players this year. They've got 2 new teams in Division E. Awesome to see. I thought Vietnam was bringing in more teams, though. They only have 1. I thought I saw someone say that Vietnam was going to have multiple teams this year. Yeah, it's just the 1. They've got that great league. If you haven't seen, I've showed this channel a few times here, but if you haven't checked out the Vietnam Shogi Club channel, they are live streaming their league events lately, and with really high production value. And it's in Vietnamese. Admittedly, it's in Vietnamese, which is makes it tougher for most of us. But the production value is high. The games are interesting. They really put a lot into that club, and so I want to at least try to support them a bit. and I would love to see more from them. It's really cool stuff. And their club president was interviewed on the podcast, and it's the episode with Trung, and he's great. He's great. It's good to see passionate people taking part in shogi and trying to do cool things. But I had thought that they had more WSL teams. Maybe people are maybe they've been focusing more on their own division stuff, which would make sense. All right. Well, anyway, let's see what's going on Leash Shogi right now. We've got this. I'm in my Leash Shogi scene still, so I'm going to just create a game. I'm going to create a 10-second Byoyomi. I'm going to create a 5+5. No, I'm not. No, because their Fisher time control sound is not good. So 0 minutes. I'm going to experiment with 20 seconds. I'll experiment with 20 seconds Byoyomi and see how I like that, because we need to decide what the next event. This tournament this Thursday is going to be 10-second shogi, and I'm like, should the next event be 30 seconds? Should the next event be 20 second? I don't know. I think a lot of it is going to be informed by how we do on commentary this Thursday. Like, if 10 seconds is just way too hard to do decent commentary, then maybe I'll bump that to 30. But if we mostly do a decent job and the games flow nicely, maybe just try 20 second for the next one. We'll see. So much depends on what happens this Thursday. Like, if nobody shows up and nobody plays, maybe we don't have another one, just period. But we'll see. Every time I'm on the shogi, I feel obligated to say I wish I didn't have to see these events. I don't know what these are, and I don't care about them, and I'm not going to join them. Yoroshiku onegaishimasu. I am Gote, which means I am going to play my attempt at a Murata system, Murata system. Gote against pawn 7-6. Okay. And we will come up here. I don't know my move orders. Get our girl in the box. I see. All right.
10秒、1、2、3、4。
All right. So he's going into the Anaguma.
10秒、1。
Get this knight up. Climb here.
$10秒、1、2、3、4、5。 10秒、1、2、3、4、5。
Mm.
10秒。1、2、10秒。1、2、10秒。1、2、3、4、
Mm.
10秒。1、2、3、4、5、6、7、
Hmm. So he's in his
10秒。
Anaguma. I'm in
1、
my girl in the box.
3、
But
4、
so he's got a better
Go.
castle right now. And
10秒。
I've got some
1、
attack. He drops a
Ni-
pawn. I drop a
San-
pawn. He drops a bishop. Oh, interesting. Wow. Really? Huh.
10秒。1、2、3、4、5、10秒。1、2、10秒。1、2、
His castle is
San-
better.
4、5、6、
Wow.
10秒。1、10秒。1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、10秒。1、2、3、10秒。1、2、3、4、5、
He's going to drop a pawn. Oh, he can take this. He can take this knight. That's fine though, because I want
10秒。
I want I want a silver.
3、4、
If I drop this pawn, he drops a bishop.
10秒。1、2、3、4、5、6、
I take, he takes, I take. I'd be giving up a lot.
10秒。
No,
1、
I would get a gold and a bishop for a
San-
rook,
4、5、6、
and I potentially have this pawn coming in.
8、
Wow.
10秒。1、2、3、4、5、6、7、10秒。1、2、
Should I take?
10秒。 1、
So this, this, he can't go there now. This pawn is
4
protecting.
5、
Wow.
10秒。1、2、3、4。10秒。1、
So a silver drop here is going to be really good.
4。
Ah, okay. Well, it's still going to be good.
10秒。1、 10秒。1、2、3、4、5。
Wow.
10秒。1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8。
I don't see the threat. There must be one, but I don't see it.
10秒。1、2、3、4、5、6。10秒。1、2、3、4、5。
Do I have mate?
10秒。1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9。10秒。1、2。
He can't run because this is mate.
10秒。1、2、3。10秒。1、2、3、4、5、6、7。
Not seeing it yet. I'm not seeing it yet.
10秒。1、2。
Yeah, it is mate. He can't escape.
10秒。
GG. Arigatou gozaimashita. I like that 20 seconds. I like 20 seconds. Hi Atari. Yeah. There's the towel there. Yeah. The towel there is soaking up some of the water. You okay, Atari? She's checking it out. She's checking it out. She's checking out the towel that's trying to soak up some of the leaking water. Oops. I'm not doing. Oh, she's smelling it. Yeah, check that out, Atari. Check that out. Can you fix it? I'm trying to get this in view here. Can you fix that, Atari? You're just going to check out what that is? Yeah. You don't like that there? It's definitely something different. It's definitely something different. She's not too pleased. Yeah. Oh. She gets surprised. The drip. You could hear a drip. You probably can't hear it from here. Oh, good girl. Yeah, I know. I'll take care of it. I've got to call the guy again. I got to call the guy again. All right, good girl. I'm gonna keep streaming. You enjoy sitting there. Yeah, I know that there's noise there. There's dripping sounds. Yeah, the dripping sounds I think are luring her, are getting her attention. She's very confused. You would play so much 020 if it was a standard time control at Shogi Wars. Yeah. I mean, if this game is any indication, the thing that's nice about it is that it's fast, but it's also very thoughtful. Like you can definitely think about mates. Um was this all correct? Was my attack here correct? Was my attack here correct? You okay, Atari? So here's this. Yes, it was. Oh, interesting. Oh, this was mate in 11. This was mate in 11, and I did find it. All right. Well, I mate in 11. I mean, 11 if they block each time. So what is that? That's mate in 7. We would call that mate in 7. You saw bishop drop instead of gold drop. Ah, that makes sense. That's the same. That would be the same, right? Take, and then yes. Yes. So both are mate in there. It's calling 9 now, but the this is also mate in 15, at least mate-ish. Oh, interesting. Yeah. So we get to walk the dog. So, but what about? Oh, I see. I see. Because we walk the dog. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah. Has to take, and then we take, and then we walk. The being able to walk the dog was a good insight. That was the problem there, is that I didn't see it. Hey, flying parrots. Yes. Yeah, it doesn't require sacking the dragon, so it's easier to, yeah, definitely easier to consider. So where did the game break down? Okay, so it never really broke down. Where did it break down for the opponent? Oh, look at this. Look at this. Begin the procedure. Actually, now I'm afraid. Now I actually, because I know that Lee Shogi is banning people. I am mildly afraid. Look at this. Begin the procedure on this one. No inaccuracies, no mistakes, no blunders. 53 average Senapon loss. That's better than a pro. Okay. Well, hopefully I don't get banned. So let me switch the scene back. Here's a moment where I could have done better. Wait, no. Oh, this was the mistake for the opponent. This was a mistake for me. I mean, not a mistake, but I'm surprised that Lee Shogi didn't call this an inaccuracy. The engine here wants the take. The engine wants the take first. So take, drops the pawn. Okay. Then we go from there. So that would have been, that's the engine line for that. What if this happens? And we go into the same thing. We go into that same thing. Or what if the opponent does this? Oh, I take. Hold on. Yeah, I take with this bishop. So takes, and this is what happened during the game. Takes. Okay, and it still plays out like this. It still would end up playing out like this. Okay. And I did see another dip. I saw another dip here. What was this dip? Wait. Okay, this was the mistake. I don't know how. So this is the thing. This goes from minus 8.8 to minus 3. I don't know how Lee Shogi doesn't call this. I guess because my advantage was large. I don't know how it doesn't call that an inaccuracy. Why isn't that an inaccuracy? Why isn't that a mistake? It's not an inaccurate. According to the engine, the server-side engine, I made 0 inaccuracies, 0 mistakes, and 0 blunders. But this is clearly at least an inaccuracy, if not an outright mistake. The engine wants me to just take. Why? If okay, so that would have been there. So what if he does this? Then I drop the gold. Gosh, that's so strong. Wow, I think that's instructive. Hold on. So that's instructive against Anaguma. Just take away that gold. If we have to have another rook in hand, so maybe it's not that instructive. We have to have another rook in hand. We have to have a gold. Well, we get the gold. We have to have a knight to threaten this if they drop a silver. So the number one defense is this. And then we do that. King comes up. We take the lance. Boy, what if they come up like here? We just start forcing stuff. Okay. All right. Just start piling pressure on. Wow, that's tough. Hey, Gabrielle! The rook sack has the approval of Kubo Sensei. Oh, really? Does Kubo have some sort of Anaguma breakdown book or video? It's really interesting. It's I think, like I said, for this to work, I think we have to have another gold and we have to have another rook in hand. But yeah, I was looking to create the scenario by which I'd sack the rook to get 2 pieces. But the thing is, if I've got the rook, I was going to drop another rook. If I've got that rook, why not just sack to begin with? And like Tulip, you say they're very low on generals. Hey, Rico, great to see you. You say sacking major pieces to tear apart Anaguma is pretty normal. Yeah, yeah. As long as I have a way to continue the assault, I think is the key. Yeah. So again, it's weird. It's weird that it says, it's very weird that Lee Shogi says I have 0 inaccuracies, 0 mistakes, 0 blunders. When to me this feels very much like a mistake. To me this feels very much like a mistake. I wouldn't even call this an inaccuracy. I would call this a mistake. Not taking there. Interesting to me that the engine wants me to do this first before my drop. Yeah, I mean, that's sort of what happened in the game, and it worked out. You know, it's going to work out for me, but okay. Very interesting, very interesting. Gabriel, you say that Kubo is the prince of Sabaki. Oh, that's why you're saying it. You remember you saw a game he played against Anaguma where he sacked the rook and bishop on early middle game and won. Ooh. He's 9-0 B2 class and will be back to B1 next season with only 1 round left. Wow. What openings does Kubo play? Kubo is a Furibisha player, right? I mean, if you say Prince of Sabaki, I think he must be a Furibisha player. Okay, Rico, you say primarily Furibisha. Like, yeah. All right. Well, that was a fun game. So, I am already very excited about this 22nd. You know, it's I shouldn't make evaluations based on one game that I happen to play well in and I happen to win. But like 20 seconds feels pretty solid as a time control. So maybe next tournament, maybe we'll do 20 second. So if Thursday is 10 second, maybe the next one we can try a 20 second. This is a great time control. You know, I was able to think, which is a very rare thing, a very rare thing. Oh, their doctor is looking for a rated 20-second game. Their doctor wants to farm me for points. Wants to farm my hapless my ratings here. He used to be exclusively for Ibisha, but it's hard to not play Ibisha at all as a pro these days. Well, it's hard not to play Ibisha as anyone these days because Ibisha is just so good. It's just so good. It's just so fun. Back in the day when I was playing Nakabisha, rest in peace to Nakabisha. When I was playing Nakabisha, I was under the impression that Static Rook was the slow game. That people that played Static Rook were just like the slow, solid players. I didn't realize that it's ridiculously sharp in many of these variations. And it almost feels like that E4, D4 comparison in chess. Maybe not quite so stark, but like where some of those E4 openings are known for being very tactical versus some of the D4 openings being more positional. Man, I hope our window, it's such a shame, excuse me. I'm going to take another little break here, refill my tea while my hand is really cold. Hey, Todovsky, if players below 2,000 want to win, they should try 1d4. That's, well, but that's, seems to be what people say. That, that's what a lot of d4 players seem to advocate at that level. Like, I don't know if you're joking, but it seems like a lot of them say, oh, I didn't start winning until I started playing d4. But then there's all sorts of teachers that say, well, you should start with e4 and play e4 because you learn all these tactics and you learn... The idea is that you learn more about chess, it seems to be, from a lot of these teachers. You know, I have no way of evaluating these kinds of comments, but I wonder if some of that holds up. So, like, you know, as I started as a Nakabisha player with 2,000 or 3,000 minimum games of Nakabisha before I played Urshin or Ryu or other static rooks. And I feel like had I played static rook or bogeying or Urshin or Ryu or something like that, I think I would have had a better fundamental idea of what to do as a Nakabisha player. So I think there's some truth to that. Or be like Tyler 1 and play the cow every game. Hey, Arnold, yeah. Yeah, what's the equivalent of the cow? I don't want to say duck just because it's an animal. What would if we had a Tyler 1, if we had a Tyler 1 in the Shogi world, what opening would they play? I'm going to get this tea. We'll talk about this. I need to get this tea and do the bio break. So I'll be right back. Okay. Where's my OBS? Trying to find OBS. There we are. Okay. Well, I'll leave a bigger view here since we're talking. Since the cow opening feels like a parody of the hippo, Duck would maybe be too serious for Tyler. Oh, is that true? So I thought I think this is based on a chess bra video from probably a couple of years ago. I thought that Hippo is a reasonable opening. Maybe a lot of things are reasonable openings in the chess world, but I thought that not at the highest level, but that Hippo could be very good up to the very high levels. I thought. Is that not true? Hey Mako, what's the equivalent of a gambit opening in shogi? There is the Gote Urashino Ryu opening that Ryu Channel plays, and that I played for a long time, is essentially a gambit. I guess if you call giving. Oh, there's a follow. Mogan Tech, greetings. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. So I would do something like this. Let's flip this. I think it's like this. This is perfectly fine to play. And let me just make sure. Yeah, it's perfectly fine to play, and you're giving up a pawn. Even as Sente, I think you give up a pawn in this variation, but you make up for it. The idea is that you make up for it in your development. I've told this story before, but there was a funny when I was playing on I was playing over the board at the San Francisco Shogi Club, and there was an older gentleman who is not often there, but we played, and he was adamant that this was wrong. He was like, in post-game analysis, he was like mercilessly attacking this idea that this was not right for me to do. I won the game. So I won the game. He is a strong player. And so I think he probably had some sort of hurt feelings that he lost to me. But like he was merciless in PGA. He would take none of my like mealy mouth. Well, I think it allows me to develop a little faster, and there are high level players I've watched that I've learned this from, and I've gone over it with the engine, and the engine says it's fine. He was having none of my mealy mouth stuff. but it's like, all right, well, I mean, I won. I never saw he never came back that I'm aware of. Not that I go back all the time to that club. But Atari, you okay? Atari just came running in. Oh, she's licking her rear end. So she may have done her business. Mako, yeah, the opening Joseki purist. That's the thing is, I almost want to say that this is Joseki because I see Urashino Ryu Channel do it so much. So as far as I'm concerned, it is Joseki, and it is engine validated. I don't want to say engine approved, but it is engine vetted and engine validated. Hey Mogan Tech, you say that hello, you're a chess player, but today at lunch you saw the podcast and the YouTube suggestions. Awesome. I'm always wondering about that. It was very interested in the game. Do I recommend that you make a secondary game alongside chess? Oh, I think it's a great secondary game alongside chess. Keep in mind, I am not much of a chess player. I barely play chess. I love to watch chess. and chess content these days is so high quality. And I think chess events themselves are so interesting. And I love reading chess books and doing chess puzzles and things like that. So, but keep in mind, this is anything I say with a grain of salt because I'm not a chess player. But I think it is a great choice. Here in Northern California, we have a few shogi clubs, and some of the really good players are former chess players, including we had, he's moved since, but we had a chess grandmaster and former chess under 18 world champion. Not former. World champions never become former. World champions are eternal. But so we've had a past world under 18 champion who came into shogi and almost immediately became one of the best shogi players outside of Japan. And so they're very complementary games. If you like the style of game and you like drops, so similar to to Crazy House or something like that, I think it would be worth trying. And out of curiosity, not out of curiosity, but I'll mention that there is I do have a podcast. There are a bunch of episodes. Many of them are interviews, and one of the interviews, I believe it's episode 17. It's episode 17 where I interview that chess grandmaster, and we talk about it. And so give that a listen if you at all enjoy podcasts or are looking for some sort of things to learn. But yeah, welcome. I'm so glad that YouTube is doing that. It seems like these days YouTube has only been. These days it seems like the new users new viewers that I am getting from YouTube are Japanese, so existing shogi players. It would be my guess. Existing shogi players who are potentially looking to improve their English. And my numbers my numbers continue to the numbers that are rising continue to go alongside an increase in the Japanese percentage of viewers. So when I hear someone who's a chess player getting recommended, that's good to know, and I hope we get more of that. Capybara, you say that tons of chess players have it as their secondary game. It's a main demographic playing shogi in the West, basically. Even some title players. Yeah, it is absolutely one of our main sort of demographics. So you have the people often who come from anime, like March Comes in like a Lion, and you have people who come in from chess. I think those are probably the two primaries. If that's not how I came into it, but I think that's usually how it is. Yeah, Tulip. He has an established history of being incredible at these games. I think he's also dipped his toes into Go and is like a 3-dan AGA Go player, I think. Like, I don't think he's played much Go. Mako, yeah, the Subscribe-a-thon plus tournament. You were watching Case Closed and you saw Shogi in the anime. Oh, I'm not familiar with that one. I'm not sure if I'm familiar with Case Closed. Detective Conan? I've heard Detective Conan. I don't know much about that. Yeah. Lee Shogi has some resources for basic learning. There's also this that I recommend quite often. This is fellow streamer and gamer. He's an incredible gamer across a wide variety of games, and he made a nice intro to shogi, which talks about getting started, where to find learning resources, where to find study resources. He's got his own resources, where to play, where to find people to chat about shogi, that kind of stuff. So give that a look if you're interested in that too. NinWorld, you say that if Tyler would start playing shogi, you would recommend him the Ina-Niwa strategy. For you, that's the cow of shogi because it looks so weird and is very passive. Do we have a way to... I'm going to use the Elite Shogi study feature to see if we have anything about that. Ina-Niwa. Joseki... Who made this? Who made this? If it's not Jack-o'-lantern, I'm throwing it away. No. Who made this? I don't know this username, but let's... Where's Ina-Niwa? Ina-Niwa. It's an empty chapter. This is why I throw everything away that isn't from Jack-o'-lantern. A lot of these studies, they all sound so positive. Then I get into them, and it's like, oh, there's nothing there for that chapter that I cared about. Do not listen to anything about Truck Castle. So let's do a YouTube search, or not a YouTube. Let's do a search for Ina-Niwa. Ina-Niwa Shogi. All right, we've got Ina-Niwa Shogi refers to a specialized computer shogi program designed to win by forcing timeout in games against human opponents. Oh, wait, what? What? Oh, okay, it's an older one. It's old. This is basically Dirty Flagger, the program. Oh man. This bro. Oh gosh. What a true the author is a true humanitarian. Okay, related information. In some cases, in some more casual contexts, Ina-Niwa can be referenced as a type of B-class strategy or opening in shogi, sometimes mentioned in discussions about or by fans of the game Hachi-1 Diver. Wait a minute. Oh wait, who played Ina-Niwa? Was it the snake guy with the black nails? Did someone in Hachi-1 Diver play Ina-Niwa strategy? Because the mangaka he used Anaguma. So I don't think his was Ina-Niwa. Like he also waited back, but I don't think his was Ina-Niwa strategy. Oh, there's a badge for it. Okay, let's look. Let's get Shogi Wars up. Let's see how is this showing on scene here on screen? Is this okay? Is it showing enough? Oh, this is not. Let's all right, I'm just gonna put this up. Even though this information is not right. Let's look at the castle. Or tactics. I hear the dripping. I hear the water dripping in through the windowsill. Here's the Ina-Niwa strategy. Ooh, hold on. We need to see this image. Oh, great. Great badge. Great badge. This is one of the best there are. This is one of the best. Wow. Who is this? Is this Ikiro? Ikiro? What is this? What is this saying? Ikiro? What is this? What is this? What are these characters saying? Anyway, let's look at the oh, wow. I've seen someone try to play this against Urashino Sensei. I think he's also played it. Very interesting. I mean, Urashino Ryu could transpose into this. How do you make this? How do you get the gold? Without moving the pawn, how do you get the gold to this side? I'm trying to imagine how you even create this. This is a puzzle. This is a puzzle to me. I can't visualize how you can possibly create this position without moving pawns. Get the silver. Get the gold. Get the bishop. Okay. Okay, so I guess it would be silver 6-8. Silver 6-8. King 7-8. Wait. No. Silver 6-8. Silver 6-8. Gold 7-8. Bishop 7-9. Gold 8-8. King 6-9. King 6-8. Yeah, so let's go to back to Lee Shogi. Well, I'll just go here. I think it would be this. Okay, yeah. Interesting. NinWorld, you say that it was an anti-computer strategy and you can beat the wars bots with it. Okay, so that's why the badge looks like this. Because the bot is steaming. The bot is steaming and the player is just chilling. That's kind of cool. Close some of these here. Just get this up. Let me just check one more time for the tournament. Okay. Oh, 81 Dojo, or Lee Shogi. All right, very cool. All right. So let's go back to Lee Shogi here. Look at this weird time control. 11 minutes with 20-second Byoryomi. Lee Shogi is the home of weird time controls. 11:20, 20:20. I wonder why we see that so much on Lee Shogi. $10-10. These are all three of these are unconventional time controls. The three games that are being offered are all unconventional time controls. Are the presets weird? No, he fixed the presets. The same happens at Lichess also? Really? Why is that? Hey, Oregamo Niwa, nice to see you. Rico, you're not a fan of the 10 second. I like 10 I love 10 seconds. I love 0-10, but I don't like 10 second so much as a Byoyomi period with a main time. Like 10-10, that feels like that's a chess time control with increment. Like 10-10. It's very strange. Flying Parrots, I see, joined team Deutsche Shogi Community. What is the Deutsche Shogi Community? Oh, there are a lot of players in here. The team leader is someone who is the team leader is someone who has violated the Lee Shogi terms of service and does not have a German flag. So, you know, what are you gonna do? It's like, Capybara, you say that the freedom to create their own time controls makes people create abominations. It's like character creators. You know, when people try to create the ugliest characters using a video game's character creator. And his name is called Chess Player. Wait, what is this? What was that the name? Oh, was it like Shock? Was it Shock something? Shock Shock. Is it? It'd be Spieler. It wouldn't be. It would not be Spieler, would it be? It's not Shock Spieler. It's Shock Spieler. Am I going to play the 11-20? I am not going to play the 11-20 game. Let's see. Is anyone waiting? Let me create a game here. I'll do another 0-20. I don't think I have the mental fortitude today to do anything besides a relatively low Byoyomi game. Although that last game, you wouldn't know. Let me just pat myself on the back. Hey, Nighttime, good to see you. Okay, Rico, you think it sounds like SH. Like there is, yeah, like Glockenspiel, and I feel like I've heard, yeah. But I can convince myself of lots of things. We got a 4-dan, Akari 1006. Oops, I don't have my scene. I think I'm gonna have to call my guy again, have him come out. This is I can hear the water dripping. Like it's dripping onto that towel. You know, when I was showing Atari earlier, there was that towel that she was sniffing. Yeah, the water is still dripping onto it. Man. Okay, what else is going on 81 Dojo? Yeah, Mako. Yeah, I haven't been feeling too great starting yesterday. Starting yesterday almost on stream is when it started hitting. Not sure if I caught something over the weekend or if it's just the cold and dampness. But yeah, it thundered today, which is very rare in this area, extremely rare. Not that that has anything to do with being sick. Mm. As I mentioned on the Discord, I ranked up to blue ranks in Tekken 8 on my Xbox account. Feeling really good about that, even though it's no big deal. It's for most players, like when they talk about people like that shouldn't listen to, like when they talk when the pro play, like when the tryhards or the people who want to feel good about themselves talk about dirty casuals, it's like, oh, the blue ranks, oh, don't listen to a blue rank, that kind of thing. But at least it's a rank that people try to get to and are happy to get to, as far as I'm concerned. And so I got there, and I'm feeling like, oh man, pretty good. My PC account is still purple rank now, which is one below. Or I'm also playing on Steam Deck, and that one is purple and rising. But yeah, I'm excited about that. Mm. I think 81 Dojo lets you play 20 seconds. I think. Yeah, look at that. All right, but I'm gonna stick to Lee Shogi today. I started out as on Lee Shogi. My YouTube thumbnail is showing Lee Shogi. I'm gonna stick with it. Here's a 030 casual. Let's get in there with Anonymous. Yoroshiku onegaishimasu. And I will continue with my plan as of Gote versus Pawn 7-6. And we come up here. I'm not sure what to do against Nakabisha using this, if this is Nakabisha. It is. I guess this was premature to assume it was. Got my girl in the box. Oh, I don't think that's so good. I don't think that's so good. Ooh. I definitely don't. I'm a bit struggly right now. I don't know what to do. I really only play this against third. I've only really played it against third posing. His Mino is not full. So can I do something? Drop a pawn? Huh. Interesting. Oh gosh, yeah. Interesting. Yeah, oh boy. He can't drop the pawn because I dropped the gold. Ooh, boy. Should I drop the pawn? If he drops a bishop, no, well, drops a bishop, I come up. I think his attack is going to be good. Yeah. I think this allows me at least to get my promoted silver in faster. So I don't know if he wants this trade. I don't think I should have dropped the rook. So I think that would allow him to attack the rook. Oh, that's nice. Oh, son of a gun. All right. Yeah. That was that was not smart of me. That was not smart. So I should have probably dropped the rook. Yeah. I've just slowed my entire attack. Huh. Hmm. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. That's not good. Oh boy, I'm gonna be the king is gonna be able to get pulled here. Yeah. Ah. Mm. Does he have mate? I don't know if he has mate. I think he probably does. Yeah. Yeah. Why is he thinking so long? Do I have mate? Do I have any way to get mate? I don't think so. I don't think so. No. I don't think that works. I don't think that works at all. One gap is enough. He's got so many pieces. Yeah. And there's the mate. Good game. All right, I'll let him make it. Good game. Let's see. Did I want to say that I think once I had my rook in, I think I might have had some chances. I think I might have. It's possible I didn't. Oh, I never had my scene set. Let me set this. I'll just leave it like this. Good game to my opponent. Let's see. Was there anything I could have done? I guess this is the moment. So maybe I should drop the pawn. Yeah. Okay, so the engine doesn't like this. So I was already hurting. I was already down here. Okay, so it looks like a gradual looks like a gradual grind out win. Yeah. Yeah, here's the graph. The only slight mistake here is coming back. What did the engine like the opponent to do this? That's interesting. That's interesting. Huh. Yeah, that doesn't feel too bad. Yeah, I don't think I would have played it this way. Yeah, it does seem weird that it took that long to make the mate, but just maybe they were just going through the maybe they were just thinking it out, just making sure. It's so easy to mess up in the end game. Hello, Durton. Nice to see you. What is this? I see that Rico said you had an idea for US tournaments, but you're hesitant to push it because it requires someone else to organize it. Since we have a West Coast tournament already, you'd love to see an East Coast tourney made and have the champions of both meet at the all-US tournament to compete for an American Major. I mean, that would be amazing. I think that would be awesome. But like, do we really have enough players to compete for that? And who would Z-Kid play for? So Z-Kid is right now in the Midwest. Would Z-Kid be an honorary West Coaster since I think he's lived here most of his life? Is there anyone on the East Coast that would be able to compete with Muse or Z-Kid? Shots fired at the East Coast, I guess, by asking that. No disrespect intended. I Dream of Shogi is certainly leveling up. Exo Sensei, hello. It's been a while. Been a while since I've seen you on the channel. Hope things are going well for you. Yeah, that's true. You wouldn't have to. You wouldn't need to have enough players, since only two would need to qualify. Yeah. Mako, you say it doesn't matter about the competition, right? You know you'll be out round one, but it'll be fun meeting so many shogi fans. Wait, what is that? What do you mean? What do you what are you what is that in reference to? Is that in reference to, are you talking about the United States tournament, or are you talking about the Thursday tournament online? Having an American title holder could do a lot to boost casual enjoyment, because you wouldn't need to play to go, oh, this is who's important in the US shogi scene. Yeah, though how would anyone even know about the title? Is the thing. Yeah. And technically, we do have a US shogi champion. Last year's is last year's US shogi champion is I believe a Japanese citizen living in Canada. So we don't have an American there. Maybe that's why you said American. Things are well. You just haven't been on early enough to catch live. Yeah, things have been good. You saw the live VOD on YouTube the other day. Didn't know I had a hitbox. Oh, you saw the hitbox video. That was, yeah, where I brought out the hitbox and the other two leverless controllers that I have. So, I've been putting the two leverless, my two leverless that I use are the that Paradise Arcade, what is it called? Let's where is it? Where the M press. I have an M press here. Oh my gosh, they are so expensive now. They are so. Oh, that's a branded combo breaker one. Okay, so here's the normal one. The normal one is so expensive now. Oh my gosh. But this is basically what I have from like 2021. I have one of the first, like the early versions of this. I don't even know if it was a prototype that they were selling back in the day. I assume this is a little more polished now, but I've been using this one on my Xbox. This is what I've been leveling up in Tekken 8 in. So I hit blue ranks in Tekken 8 with this device, and I have the one that I'm connected to the Steam Deck is this one. Oh, it looks like it's on sale now. Yeah, it's on sale for $69.29. Nice. That's a big sale, 23% off. This is great. This is more clicky. It's louder. I want to say that my Empress, the Empress is a little easier to push but it doesn't have as much give as the clicky button. And I want to say that it feels a little better for this part of my thumb. I also seem to be playing better on Xbox than I am on PC. So my Xbox win rate, the game is cross-platform, so it has nothing to do with platforms. But I have like an 86 or 87% win rate on Xbox right now, and I am in the middle of a 20 win streak to get me to blue ranks. On Steam Deck, I am like a little bit over 70% win rate, and I am only in the purple ranks right now. But I haven't played as much. But so I don't know if I'm better with this or if it's just luck of the draw. But I do like this a lot. I would never recommend. I see that they're asking $290 for it now. I would never recommend a controller for $290. But back in the day, it was not this expensive. I don't remember what I paid. Probably like 200, which is a lot these days. But back in those days, there were not many of these. But anyway, you know, it's I've been really enjoying, like I said, I've been really enjoying playing Tekken 8. But yeah, I have been into fighters for a long time. I play every fighting game almost, and I am terrible at every fighting game. I have well over 1,000 hours. Not that this is a lot, but I have well over 1,000 hours in Street Fighter 5. Well over 1,000 hours in Street Fighter 4. Probably like 100 hours across the platforms or so in Street Fighter 6. And the highest I've ever gotten in any of those is gold. So I am not good. There's a disconnect that I have with fighting games. I love them, but I'm terrible at them. So me hitting blue ranks in Tekken right now it's not an impressive feat. I don't know what the equivalent is. I assume it's sort of like platinum-ish in Street Fighter, but anyway, it feels like it's the highest I've ever gotten in any fighting game. So I'm feeling great about it. And more importantly, I'm having so much fun learning the game. So, there's that. You're jealous of the Empress. Empress is good. It's good. It's heavy. It is heavy and relatively large, but it is heavy. And it's a PS4 controller. So to play on the Xbox or a PS5, you would need one of those Brook controllers or one of those. I don't remember. I don't know if there's someone better than Brook these days making those adapters. But like, I was actually thinking about going to a Thursday night Tekken meetup. There is a stream. There's a Twitch stream and YouTube channel. Let me see what it is. It's in a place that is, here it is. It is Capsule Entertainment. And this is this is pretty close to me, probably within a 5 to 10 minute drive, I think. It's like an internet cafe gaming center, and they stream games. I was thinking of maybe going to play not over the board, to play in real life, which I've never done in any fighting game ever before. I was thinking of going and trying to play some Tekken with those guys, but like, I don't have a PS5 adapter. So I'm not sure if like that's enough justification for me not to go, just because like, you know, I'm an old guy. I am not an FGC guy, despite the fact that I watch tons of tournaments and stuff like that, and I love every fighting game. I'm an old guy. I don't know if I'm gonna fit in so well. But I was thinking about going. You main a ton of Steve with the 8-bit. Oh, you main Steve and you've got the 8-bit Do controller. Oh, nice. The leverless that Rico has. So this is the Hote 42, however that's pronounced, T16. You say that you're a big fan of it, but you do wish it was a little thicker. I was, when I was talking about price, I was going to say, you know, right now you can get one of these the Hote 42. What do they call They changed branding, I think, or maybe there's another company using Hote 42. It's like, it's not Compress, it's Comset. What is Amazon? Let's look. Amazon. So the T16 seems nicely sized. I think the S16 also seems. Let's look at the C16 here. I'm just trying to find a name on this. What is it? I swear there's another name that these are selling under now. Cosmox. Cosmox. So I believe these are essentially HOT 42s. Oh, you got a drone controller. Oh wait, Rico. So you've been thinking of getting a Mayflash F500 flat and replacing. Wait, the F500 is a stick, right? That is a stick. Or is there something called a Mayflash F500 flat? Oh, a flat is a button, a leverless. And you wanted to replace with Sanwas. Interesting. Yeah, like I had some Hori fight sticks, the Real Arcade Pros in the past, and I replaced those with Sanwas. I used to have the Mad Cats, like the tournament edition fight sticks. Those came with Sanwas. The hitbox that I've shown has Sanwas. The Empress and the 8-bit Do do not. I think for my leverless, I do think I prefer the non-Sanwa. I think the order of what I am liking right now is the Empress buttons, and I think mine are silent red MXs. I don't know what the button caps are, but it's the silent. It looks like this might be one of the defaults, still one of the defaults. I have a silent red MX, if I remember correctly. And the 8-bit Do's are what are those? They're like Cry? I don't know how to pronounce the Cry. Cryal. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what kind of switches these have. It's going to be hard to find Switch because Switch 2 is going to pop up on here. These feel great. They are clicky. They are very clicky. Guilty Gear is your mainstay. Yeah, I mean, I played, so, Guilty Gear Xrd, the netcode was terrible. And so as far as the netcode is terrible, and I didn't like the feel of the game that much. I definitely prefer like a Street Fighter, which felt a little more flowing. To me, the movement feels a little more smooth and intuitive in Street Fighter. Guilty Gear Xrd has like the super slow walks, and then you run, and Guilty Gear Xrd is a game I wanted to like, and I've played, but I don't like in the end of the day. Strive, I played a bunch. I don't remember what level I got to, but I did play a bunch of Strive, and I liked it a lot. I can't remember. She is a new character. She's a new character. She had a kicking sort of dragon punch, and I don't know if she was a spy. I don't remember. Let's see, Guilty Gear cast. Guilty Gear. It's been so long. Giovanna is who I mained and played pretty much exclusively when I played that game. And those were the early seasons. So you're into, I don't know anything about ABA or ABBA. Bedman, I remember. So wait, so are you one of those? Are you sort of the tech kind of person where you're going for the quirky kind of attacks? Is this like a what kind of character is this? Easy. So okay, easy to use is low. Yeah. This is probably the technical oddball characters that have a bunch of knowledge checks. Yeah, DOA is good. You say that locals are super fun and they usually have adapters for you. Yeah, I was wondering if I was going to go on their stream and ask like stuff like that. Ah, Fortune, all right. Shogi War stocks are up 4 and 2 today. So that means you played 2 days worth in one sitting. EXO, you say that you have some dudes who show up near you that are in their mid-50s. They run a lot of the classics like SF Turbo too. Oh, nice, nice. You used to have the Hot 42, but gave it away to a friend because you weren't as big of a fan. Okay, I was wondering if Cosmox, Rico, you say that there are a few distributors that put their own branding. I was wondering if they were trying to rebrand themselves. Because Hot 42 does not seem like a... Like, if you want to do well, and they seem to be doing really well, it does not seem to me like you would want to keep your brand name Hot 42. Are you... So, EXO, you ask... you're asking Rico, are you like me where it makes more sense to roll fingers over buttons for directions? Oh. Yeah, sometimes I sort of roll. For some of my Tekken type things, I definitely roll to try to get the fast or the consistent. I can't think of the word. You know, sometimes I say it when I'm streaming, I can never think. The consistent, not linking, but like the consistent progression of things. So yeah, what did this auto mod block here? I just approved something. I just approved something. But it doesn't show up. Oh, about trying to roll. Wait, move fingers. Oh, fingers and for the dragon punch acronym. Maybe that's what they're going at. Okay, yeah. So you're a rushdown tech fighter. Makes sense. Makes sense. Oh, Origami Oniwa, you like Street Fighter 2 Turbo. That's awesome. The Ahiru Man plays Street Fighter 2. He has a separate channel. So here is Ahiru Man. Let me put this on here. Ahiru Man is the world famous duck player. And he also has a Street Fighter channel. Ah, here it is. Or he has a gaming channel. I don't know if he's any good at Street Fighter, because I don't know what makes someone good at Street Fighter 2. And like when I watch, he doesn't seem to win very often, but I don't know if that just is a factor of players in Japan being so good at Street Fighter 2. Rico, you love Super Turbo, but you're evil and play old Sagat. Oh, okay. Oh man. At this annual arcade and pinball festival that we go to, that some of us from work and like my son, we've been going to for I think 10 years now. It's called California Extreme. Almost every year there is a Street Fighter 2 tournament on the cabs, and it's pretty fun to watch. Those guys are awfully good, and some of them are names I recognize from streams. But yeah, fun times. All right, so where was I here? This was a good game. I don't know what to learn from this. So that's the thing, is I don't quite know what to learn from this game. So where did I go wrong? Not so like I'm Gote here. So the eval is getting worse here. I don't know. Like push, it just wants me to delay a bit, push the pawn, get my rook to 7-2 even. 5-2 gold. Oh, weird. 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 I guess it sort of makes sense. Yeah, you know, I don't play this very often, so when it doesn't go my way, you know, I'm just not that it hasn't gone my way. It's just this is interesting. The server side analysis put this at +5. The local engine eval at depth 20 is only putting this at +8, plus 0.8. That's a significant difference. So I wonder if the server side eval is just running on a potato and is not doing high depth, or if it's running on a supercomputer and it's high depth. I don't know. It's hard to like that's +5 versus plus 0.8. That's a pretty big difference. It's a 4 point. It's like 400 eval bucks difference. I could see that. Yeah, I did debate this. Oh, that is a move I would not have seen. You okay, Atari? You say sorry for this. Never apologize for a sidetrack. I love the conversation. Oregon Moniwa, you think that point was exchange of bishop and the bishop and for the knight and horse. Yeah, I don't know what I could have done about that. So if we go down, the server side eval is saying this is plus 5.9, but the local is not hating this. This is very strange. So anyway, so I did this. Server side said this is plus 6.3. Local here is saying it's plus 2.5. Now we're in the yeah. So this is bad. Oh, the pawn would have been good. The pawn would have been good. Why do I keep getting a right click? So he goes back. Yeah, this is what I would have wanted to avoid. Oh. Huh. Okay. Yeah, interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, that or this. I just got too aggressive. I didn't realize that I didn't see this. I would have dropped like this. It was my choices were this and this. I didn't even consider rook 5-2. And the reason I didn't drop 5-7 pawn is because I didn't realize that once I could do this, this would come with tempo. I didn't see it. I didn't see it. I mean, I dropped the pawn to get that silver in, like that whole tempoing thing. Yeah. Oh, I wish I would have seen this. This is the best move. I mean, it's still in bad. I'm still in bad shape, but I like this move. Does he take? Okay. Very interesting. And the rest kind of fell from there. That was a good game. All right. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah. We'll try to get another game. I'm going to take a bio break and refill this tea and then probably get one more game in. I think that'll be it after that game because I need to call the guy to maybe come out while it's still raining to see if he can find out why it's leaking again. So I'll be right back. Let me just put this up. All right, back. I'm going to create a 020. See how that goes. Oh, all right. Yoroshiku onegaishimasu. All right, their doctor. Look at this. Let me show this up here on the screen. The not so good history here. Oh, shoot. I gotta move. What do I do?
4
This is the adoption match. Oh, no.
10秒
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, good times. Oh, そうですね。Oh, man.
10秒
Their doctor
1
is playing to become
3
the
4
wait, it's not my move, right? Is playing to become the Shogi grandfather. Their doctor is going to become my father.
10秒 1
Okay. I said okay as if I was it was going to be the Ishikawa, but it doesn't look like it is. My hand is really cold. I'm going to try to warm this up here.
10秒 1
Ooh.
10秒 1 2 3 10秒 1 2
Oh, is this going to be... Ah, boy. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. Are we... It took me a while. It took me a while. Is this going to be type of cicada system
3
type deal? No, I don't think so. Well, I guess the pawn could still come out.
10秒 1 2 3 4 5
Yeah.
10秒 1 2 3
Do I want to lock this in?
5 6 7 8 10秒 1 2 3 4
Why do I never see it? Why do I never see it? It feels like you have done this to me 736 times. I never see it.
6 7 8
Oh, that's frustrating. It's so frustrating. So frustrating.
10秒 1 2 3 4 5 6
I don't...
7 10秒 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9
I think maybe I should have just pulled the gold down.
10秒 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9
Hmm.
10秒 1 2 3 4 10秒。1、2、3。
Wow.
10秒。1、2。10秒。1、
Looking to get a pawn.
3、4、5。10秒。
Does he drop the...
2、3、4、5、6、7、8。
Drop the rook? Is that what it is?
10秒。
I don't
1、
think so.
2、3、4、5。10秒。10秒。1、2。
Yeah. This is always interesting. This is you're the only player that I play who does this. Like nobody on Shogi Wars even does this stuff. And now it's just going to be a slow grind to death here.
10秒。1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8。
Goodness freaking gracious. Goodness gracious. It's crazy. It's just crazy.
$10秒。1、2、3、4、5。
All right. Good game. So where's the mistake? Where's the mistake? I still don't see it. I don't see why that's a loss. I don't understand why that's a loss. I don't understand why that's a loss. Why? I don't understand why that's a loss. So where did I lose? Here? Here. This is the loss? Hey, Spinotap Jess. A Wonder told you this weekend that he's not playing more Shogi. I haven't seen him around since forever. It's understandable. You know, he played a little bit. I don't feel like the community was, and maybe people don't need to bend over backwards, but like, you know, I know that he had come in the Discord and maybe people just didn't know who he is, but like he didn't get much traction in the Discord. If I remember correctly. You said hello and offered to meet, but he wanted to also meet the Chicago club. Yeah, he's doing incredibly well in chess. Probably because he played Shogi. It's probably Shogi that put him over the top. So if you want to really level up your chess, play Shogi, even a little bit. All right, so moving this gold is not feasible. So the engine is suggesting that I've got this, I've got this. This would be something. The pawn. That feels like I'm just going to lose that. And that's probably what it is. Actually, yeah, the eval is, I'm probably just, it's probably okay. It's probably this, it's the same basic thing as getting it out, I suppose. Getting the king over, which is interesting. So I'm going to have to open this diagonal. Let's see, pawn 2-4. Pawn 2-4 is not in the top 5, but let's see. But it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, because at least we get the at least we have the pawn in hand here. Interesting. Wait, so why is this not a move? What? Wait, what's going on? This is a huge advantage? I think you've done something like this to me before. This is a real trap opening. Wow. This is so how do I detect this earlier? How do I detect this? I detect this with the knight. I detect this with the knight and then the rook. So once the knight is up, this is how I detect it. Although maybe it's too late because the rook is already there. Do I not want to protect this draw point? Wait, so what if he tries to do the same? Why doesn't this tactic work? Wait, why doesn't this tactic work still? Oh, because I take with the knight. Because I take with the knight. Okay. That makes some sense. But why what do I do against this? Arnold, you say that you still have time because he hasn't guarded 8-1, And the gold hasn't left the back rank. But he's going to easily be able to defend 8-1. Let's say he doesn't do this. So let's we're just sort of developing pieces up the middle, kind of making this a little useless. Let's say he starts attacking here. I just keep doing stuff. Wow. You found this opening variation against Urshinoryu by accident by messing around with the engine. You wonder if this has a name. Yeah, I bet every time you've done this against me, I bet I've thought the same thing, that you're trying to do type the cicada strategy. And then you surprise me every single time with the rook trade. It's so good. Yeah, I've got to be. I think I need to be a little more rigorous in my thinking. I think every time you do this, I think that you're just messing around. When you get the king to the right, every time I just think that you're messing around. And I don't think early enough about what it actually means. Like, what does it mean when the king is over here and the rook is over here? What is the goal? And the knight is over here. You know, the knight is jumped, the king is over here, the rook is over here. It's like, what else could it mean? And I'm just so slow. I'm like 3 moves. I'm 3 moves too slow to recognize what your target is. And then it's just dead. It's just over. I wonder if I should do this against Urshinoryu. Like if I'm going against a known Urshinoryu player. Well, you're Gote. So yeah, if and you just sort of mask the intention. So it looks like a normal opening until now. And now now my alarm bells, I think, should be going off real loud. And then if you do something like this, then the alarm bells should be like blaring in my head. I just can't believe it's so good to exchange the rook in that position. So once we exchanged and I had my rook back, you know, I'm trying to get a pawn so I could win that knight, which wouldn't be a win because you would sack it to get that rook drop. I mean, this is already -8. That'll teach me to make a castle. I think that's the moral of the story. So that's the takeaway that I'm going to take from this game. Is that making a castle is pointless because the opponent can just attack you and the castle will become pointless. The castles are easy to break. So don't make a castle. That's the moral of the story. Attack. Or don't let the opponent exchange rooks. I definitely considered this. This is the best move, I think, in there. Yeah, I definitely considered because, but I was nervous that once the knight jumps, we exchange, and there's the coward. The coward castle is going to be strong. You know, the downside of one of the big downsides of the coward castle is that it walls in the king, but the king's on the right side. Like it's one of its few downsides are already eliminated. And it does, you know, it does not prevent this. So one thing I need to remember in these types of situations, it's probably not a good idea to redrop that rook. Get my gold over. Allow the what's it called? Allow the promotion. If I can get something else. Yeah, so that's a threat right there. So this rook drop would have been a mistake. Oh, I had to redrop because the gold went to 5. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. That's why the gold move was such a bad move, I guess. Or that's one of the reasons why that gold move was such a bad move. So does this have a Shogi Wars badge, or is this something else? This seems awfully tricky. I like it. It's tricky, but it's honest. It seems like it's tricky but honest. There are no gimmick moves in here. They were all just good moves. They were all just moves. They were all just reasonable moves. None of it was gimmick. My tea bag broke apart when I was putting it in, and there's some. I'm drinking Rooibos tea today, so there's the little specks of stuff in there. That was good. That was really good. All right, so the adoption is complete. Look at this. Oh boy. Oh boy. We're not seeing begin what is it? Begin the procedure. So, you know, I played a perfect game earlier with no inaccuracies, no mistakes, no blunders, and a 53 average Centipon loss. Their doctor here played with a 43. So better Centipon loss, but did have an inaccuracy. So who's to say who's the better player? Who is to say? You know, in the end, Who's oh, look at this. In this game, I still don't understand these leash. I don't believe in these Lee Shogi inaccuracy, mistake, blunder characterizations, because this game I played, I'm not sure if this is showing on stream here. It is. 4 inaccuracies, 1 mistake, no blunders. So, you know, I played a pretty darn good game as far as I'm concerned. That's a pretty darn good game. But it is official. Der Doctor, aka NinWorld, is Shogi grandfather. Der Doctor has officially adopted me now. Officially adopted me. And so there's a badge if you play King 6-2 in the first move. Oh, in the first, yeah, Shin Yonanaga Gyoku. Yeah, we've seen that before. That was the inspiration for this variation for you. Oh, okay. Does Shin Yonanaga sort of proceed down these lines? Like, is that one of the ideas? Hey, Super Gawiak. Yeah, well, believe me, I didn't want him to. I did not want him to. Siri, I was not talking to you. Yeah, we're back in the Roman Empire. Like that scene in The Sopranos. They're talking about the Roman Emperor. He's like, you're looking at him, pal. Oh, man. Oh, boy. All right. Well, I couldn't ask for a better adopted father than NinWorld. Take care of me. Oh, boy. One of these days, I'm just, you know, I'm going to pick up on what you're doing before it's already staring me in the face. Oh gosh. Ooh, there's an anonymous asking for a 020. That's good. 20 seconds is great. But I'm gonna have to stop here. I'm hearing the dripping of the water, you know, into the house onto this towel. I've got to call this guy, see if he can come out today. Maybe while it's raining, maybe see if he can come out and detect where it's coming in from. So anyway, it was a good stream. Thank you to everyone I played today. Great discussion as always. I will see you tomorrow. Thanks so much and have a great remainder of your day. Take care. Bye.